Today we are going to discuss about the question of 2019 CSIR NET, question number 58, part B, booklet code B, and the number of the question is 58 and the number carrying by the question is 2 marks. Today we are going to discuss a question of taxonomy. This is a taxonomic question, and before going to discuss the question we have to know something, but before discussion we want to first read the question. There is a depicted below a phylogenetic tree of selected taxa. Here a selected taxa has given, and they want to discuss that they have discussed two groups. One group is containing 3 parts A, B and C, that is the group known as X. Another group, that is D, E, F and G, but the group they have divided, that is only contain D, E, F. G is not included in the group of that group, and that group is known as Y. Before, and they have asked a question or thrown a question to us that what is the correct answer, that group X is monophyletic according to option number 1. Group X is monophyletic and group Y polyphyletic. Group X paraphyletic, group Y monophyletic. Group X, Y both are monophyletic, and option number 4 is group X is monophyletic and group Y is paraphyletic. Before we proceed this discussion, we have to know 2 or 3 common things, that if there is a point from where any branch is originated, and it is known as node, we have to know that it is known as node. Node is just the number, just indicate the number of common ancestor, and they do not indicate the levels of advancement or show any primitiveness. They only indicate the number of common ancestor. It is a node. If we if we pointed here that A is a node, B is another node, C is another node. If we discussed here about the only node, that these are all parts are node. A is a node, B is a node, C is a node. These are the nodes. And before, not only we have to know about the node, we also we all have to know 3 things. What are the groups? In this question they have asked what is the group of 2 X and Y. Group X and another group is Y. These 2 groups they have mentioned, and they have told about many terms, that is what is monophyletic, what is polyphyletic. We have to know what is we have to know that what is monophyletic group, what is polyphyletic group. So before going to the deep part of the question, we have to know what is monophyletic or what is polyphyletic or what is paraphyletic group. Monophyletic group is a group we want to discuss here, and we want to draw a picture first, then we discuss about this monophyletic group. Like this is a node. If we suppose that it is a node X, and from common node X, there are three they have three descendants, A, B and C, and from this part we can tell that monophyletic group is a group that have common evolutionary ancestor, that A, B and C, these three, they are known as descendants, and they are known as descendants, and they all originated from a common ancestor X, and they no one shared with any other group. They all originated from a common group, but not any one of them, A or B or C, all originated from a common group X, but they never originated from another group. That is known as monophyletic group, and A and B or C is also known as descendants. Secondly, we have come here to the another part that is known as paraphyletic group. In this option on the question, they have asked about, in the option we have show that what is paraphyletic group. Paraphyletic group is a group that organisms that include a group of organisms that include an ancestor but not all of its descendant. We can easily define it, but not such kind of definition is easy to many of our pioneers. So we want to show you picture that can clear the concept of it. And suppose Y is a common ancestor, and these are all the parts of his descendant, A, B, C, D, they all are the descendants, but A, B and C are included in this group, but if D is not included in this group, if we discarded D from this group, they are known as paraphyletic group. So now we can all again define this definition: paraphyletic group, a group of organism that includes an ancestor but not all of its descendants. They commonly originated from a group, but they are all descendants. A, B, C, D all are the descendants of group Y, but D is discarded from this group. So from this discussion we can easily say that this is a paraphyletic group. Another term we have another term that is came in front of us, that is polyphyletic group. Now we are going to discuss about the polyphyletic group. What is polyphyletic group? Polyphyletic group is a group of organism, but we can say from the definition, a group of organism or that have been grouped together but do not share immediate common ancestor. The definition, I hope, is not clear to all of us. Now I have drawn a picture that is A, B, C and D. One originated from Y ancestor, another originated from X ancestor. So the ancestor of Y is A and B, and the ancestor of X is the descendant of Y is A and B, and the descendant of X is C and D. So they are a group of organism, but they do not share common ancestor. So we can easily say that these descendants AB and CD are these two groups. They are polyphyletic group. They do not share common ancestors. So from this discussion, now it is clear to all of us that there are three groups. One is monophyletic group, those who have common ancestor, all of his descendants originated from a common ancestor. And second is paraphyletic group, all of them originated from a common ancestor, but not all of its descendants are included in this group. Just like ABC are included in this group, but D is not included in this group. And the third part is the polyphyletic group, where the two descendants and two groups of descendants are originated from two different groups, like A and B descendant originated from Y group, Y ancestor, and C and D descendants are originated from X ancestor. So they are known as polyphyletic group. Now we have come to the conclusion of the question. In this picture we can see that group X containing A, B and C descendants, A, B and C descendants, and A, B and C descendants, A, B and C descendants, and they all originated from a common ancestor. So as per the explanation so far, if all of these groups and descendants are originated from a common ancestor, they are known as, and they are all included in one group, so the group X is monophyletic group. Monophyletic group. So X is a monophyletic group. Here X is monophyletic group. Option number 1 and 4 is correct. 2 and 3 may be correct. 2 is discarded from this option. And D, E, F and G, the four descendants in group Y, but D, E, F, they all have originated from a common group, but D, E, F, these three groups are included in the one group, but G is discarded from the group, but they all originated from a common group. From this discussion we can say Y is not monophyletic, Y is paraphyletic group, because all of their descendants are not included in the group, in spite of they all originated from a common ancestor. So Y group should be the paraphyletic group and X is monophyletic group. So Y is polyphyletic, option number 1 is not correct. Y is monophyletic, option number 2 is already have been discarded from the first option. XY monophyletic, Y is not monophyletic, so option number 4, X is monophyletic and Y is paraphyletic. So option number 4, option 4 should be the option 4 would be the correct answer. So thank you guys for watching this video. If you like this video, please press the like button and subscribe my channel. Thank you very much.